Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about beauty pie. So if you haven't heard of this, you're not alone. I haven't either, but I did get some requests on previous videos to check them out and do a review, and I had no idea, but I kind of fell down a rabbit hole. I put them into the YouTube search bar, and then I saw a video from Carolyn Hirons that came up, watched that, was super intrigued, and then I found another video from the Pampered Wolf who was reviewing some of their products as well. So I'll go ahead and leave them linked down below just so you can check out those videos as well, because they did review products in those videos that I don't have. But I decided to go ahead and place an order on the website. So it's kind of an interesting concept if you're not familiar with it. Beauty Pie was actually started by Marcia Kilgore, who is the owner of Bliss and Soap and Glory and a whole bunch of other beauty brands. And basically what she did is went to the factories in Italy and Switzerland and here in the US, basically a whole bunch of factories where they create really high-end makeup, and she had them basically create products for her line, but she's giving them to us at her cost. So they're really super affordable. Like, some of them are under drugstore prices, which I was really super excited about. The only catch, if you can even call it that, because I still feel like it's a really good deal, is that there's a monthly fee. So it's almost like, think of it as a Costco or BJ's or Sam's Club of makeup, where you pay like either a monthly fee, or I think you can do a yearly one as well and save a couple bucks. But basically you can do different monthly options. You do have to do a 3-month minimum subscription, but I think the cheapest one starts at like $10, so it's not like a huge commitment. I think you'll pay $30 in total for the 3 months. I actually did the $20 monthly membership just to start out, and that basically allows you to buy $200 worth of products on the site. And when they say $200, they don't mean at the cheaper price, it's at the original price. So let's just say, for a quick example, that this toner would retail in stores for $35, but on the Beauty Pie site you can buy it for $9.95. They take the $35 off of the $200 total if you buy this product, not the $9.95. So it goes kind of quickly. If you're buying skincare products especially, that $200 will get used up really fast, because they have some dupes of really high-end skincare products that can run like $80 or $100, and if you're buying stuff like that, that $200 limit will get used up like in 2 products. So just something to keep in mind. But if you're more interested in the makeup on the website, I think a smaller subscription would be totally fine, because you can get a lot more for your money with the makeup. But when it comes to the skincare, I think I might have to upgrade, because I'm really loving the products that I got, and I'm probably going to want to get more. And they do have, I mean, they have makeup, they have skincare, they have body products, they have candles. What else do they have? Hair products. I mean, there's so much stuff to choose from that I kind of want to go crazy, because once you pay that membership fee, it's like everything is so super inexpensive. So anyway, I'll leave the site link down below. You can go and check out all the different membership options and all that, but I just wanted to quickly share with you what I got in my first box. And by the way, your limit renews every single month, and you can also upgrade at any time if you want to try more stuff. My subscription actually doesn't renew now till like the end of April, so I may go back in and just upgrade so that I can get some more stuff this month rather than waiting till the end of April. So you can do that as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and go through the products. And first I'll just quickly go through the skincare. I know most of you guys on my channel are more interested in makeup, so I'll just quickly run through these really fast. I have been using them now for the last like 3 or 4 days. So I got everything from the Japan Fusion line, which was something that Carolyn Hirons really recommended. So the first product that I got is the Japan Fusion Pure Transforming Cleanser. So on the website, this says that a typical price for this product would be $35, but I paid $7.96, which is a really good deal for a cleanser. It has a really nice, almost like solid oil cleanser consistency, almost like a cleansing balm in a tube, and I really love that, because cleansing balms can sometimes be a little bit more messy, having to dig them out of the jar. And I find that this melts away makeup really, really quickly and easily. It just transforms into an oil when you apply it to dry skin, and then you add a little bit of water and it turns into a milky cleanser, and then it rinses away. And I really thought this did an awesome job at removing my makeup, and it didn't dry out my skin, which was really great. And then the next product I got is the Japan Fusion Hydra Prep Lotion. So this one retails for $35. I paid $9.97 for it. By the way, the Japan Fusion line is all made in Japan as well. And this one claims to be a high-tech micromolecular hydrating prep tonic that's infused with antioxidants, grape extracts. It's supposed to immediately soften, balance, and hydrate your skin, and then turbocharges every other product you put on top of it. And I've really been enjoying this one as well. It's just a really nice, refreshing, light layer to put down down before your other skincare products. And I found that having dry skin, layering products on top of each other, like layering a whole bunch of really light layers, helps more than just slapping on a thick moisturizer. It just really kind of locks everything into place. And then the third product I got is the JAPANFUSION Deep Treatment Serum. And they're saying that this would normally retail for $70 in stores, and I got it for $11.58. And this claims to be fully loaded with grape and citrus antioxidants, NMF mimickers, and powerful skin soothers. And it says that it's a skin energizing instant beauty booster. So I applied this after my toner but before moisturizer. And I really thought my skin looked super glowy after I used this. And it does add a lot of moisture to my skin as well. So I'm excited to keep on using it. It's only been a couple of days, so I can't give it a full review. But so far, I just love how it feels. One thing I do want to mention though is that all of these products do contain fragrance. They have a nice light fragrance, but just something to keep in mind if you are sensitive to that. I'm not, and I know I'm probably going to get yelled at by a bunch of people who are going to tell me fragrance is terrible in skincare, but I just, I don't have issues with it. And for me, it just makes for more of a pleasant experience. I've even asked my dermatologist if fragrance in skincare is so terrible, and she basically said if it's not bothering you or irritating your skin, don't worry about it. So I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so moving on to the makeup, the first product that I got is the One Palette Wonder. This is the warm neutrals. They also have a cool neutrals option. So this is basically a face and a palette, and if it looks familiar to you, that's because it reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a Palette. It looks very, very similar to that one. Now, the Charlotte Tilbury is $75. They're saying that this one would typically go for about $45 on the retail market, and I paid $8.64 for this. So it has a bronzer, a highlighter, 3 eyeshadows, and then 2 blushes. Now the blushes are a little bit on the smaller side. I have my Flower Beauty brush right here that's pretty small, and I find that I can dip into them just fine with this, but I wouldn't use like a huge fluffy brush or else you are going to get into some of the other colors. That's really the one negative to it, is that it's so small, but also being so small makes it really travel friendly as well. So I'll quickly show you some swatches. I have to say the formula on this one is so super silky. I was shocked at how well these blend out on my eyes, and they have literally no fallout, none whatsoever. When you dip your brush into the pan, it picks up the product really nicely, but there's no powder kick-up going everywhere, and they are just the silkiest, smoothest powders ever. So I'll go ahead and show you the look that I'm wearing today. It's just really super basic. That's the one thing, I guess that's sort of a downside, is that you can't get a lot of looks with this palette. There's not a lot of versatility to it, but if you're traveling somewhere and you just want to take one thing, I feel like it's good at least for that. So I actually started out using the bronzer in my crease. I felt like it's just the perfect neutral transition shade, and I was shocked at how pigmented it went on. It really showed up well, and like I said, there was no trouble blending it out. There was no fallout. It really gripped to the skin nicely. I didn't wear an eyeshadow primer either, so I thought that performed really well. Then I went in with just a lighter brown shadow that's in the bottom row, and I just sort of blended out the edges of that bronzer shade and applied this one a little bit closer to my brow bone. Then I took the deeper shimmer shadow that's in the bottom corner and applied that all over my lid, and that one was so silky as well. It's not a super foiled metallic shadow, so if you're into those, this is probably not going to be the palette for you because it is a very subtle shimmer. But if you have more mature eyes, or if you have textured eyelids and you don't want to draw attention to that with a really metallic shadow, I think this one is really beautiful. And then last but not least, I took the highlight shade and I applied that to the inner corners of my eyes just for a little bit of a pop. And I think it came out really pretty. It's just a very basic neutral eyeshadow look. They do have other eyeshadow palettes on the website as well, both cool and warm tones. So I would definitely be interested in picking up some of those and trying them out as well. But I just thought for now, just to try kind of a range of products, I would grab this and see what it was all about. Next up, I also got some cream eyeshadows. These are called Wondercolor Longwear Cream Shadow Sticks. So these are made in Italy, so was the palette, by the way, and these remind me so much of the Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks, enough to say that they are definitely a dupe. And on the Beauty Pie site, they say that these would normally retail for $28 in store. On the site, they're $5.62 each with your membership, so really like a steal. That's even cheaper, I think, than the CoverGirl ones at the drugstore. So these are amazing. I got 2 shades. I got a matte one and a shimmer one. So the first one that I got is in the shade Fauna, and this one's described as a matte cool tone brown. And then I also got one called Brazilianaire, which is a shimmery bronze brown. And these are so incredibly creamy, as you just saw in those swatches. Like, they draw on effortlessly. You hardly have to press down at all. And I know some eyeshadow sticks can be a little bit like sort of thick and tacky. These are not. They're incredibly silky. So I definitely had reservations about how they were going to hold up on my eyes, but they did an amazing job. And I was swatching my Laura Mercier ones next to these to see if I had any dupes that I could maybe compare them to. And I don't have colors that are similar, sadly. But when I put a swatch of the Laura Mercier on my hand and then I put a swatch of the Beauty Pie one, I tried to wash them off after a little while. I was doing other things and I kind of left it there, and then I went to go wash them away. And once they set, they didn't budge and they were on my hand all day. The first time I was like scrubbing at them with dish soap, they wouldn't come off, either one of them. And when they finally did come off, they came off at exactly the same time when they finally started to break down. And that was after probably like 3 or 4 hand washings. And I actually wore these two on my eyes yesterday and I filmed it, so I'll go ahead and show you what that looked like. First, I took the shade Fauna and I just sort of drew it into my crease, and then I took a brush and just blended that out. You can blend these with your fingers, but I just find that with a brush, it shears it out a little bit more and you have a little bit more control over where the product goes. Not to mention, if you glob on any kind of eyeshadow stick too much, you increase the likelihood that it might crease on your eyes, so lighter layers are definitely your friend when it comes to cream eyeshadows. And like I said before, these are so creamy that they give you so much time to blend them out before they set. So it's not like you have to worry about putting it on and then it kind of staying in one spot. You really have a lot of time to play with it. And then I went in with the shade Brazilianaire and I just drew this all over the lid just for a little bit of added shimmer. And these two colors paired beautifully together. It just kind of gave me that cooler toned smoky eye look. And they lasted the entire day without creasing, exactly like the Laura Mercier ones. So I'm super excited to pick up more colors of these. They actually do have one. It's out of stock right now, but it's called Wild Violet and it's a purple toned bronze. And I think it might be like my Laura Mercier Orchid shade, which is one of my absolute favorites. I'm hoping that it is at least, but it's kind of like a purpley taupey color. It is so incredibly gorgeous. So that one's been sold out since I joined, but it says it's coming back in early April. So every day I'm checking the site because I definitely want to get that one. Next up, I got a single blush, and this is in the shade Peachy Dreams. It's just a really pretty matte peachy blush. And just like the eyeshadows, this is like the silkiest powder I have ever felt. It just blends so effortlessly, almost to the point where it doesn't feel like anything is going on your skin at all. When you're blending it, it's like, is it actually applying to my cheek? But then you see the color start to show up and you're like, okay, it's not powdery, it's not chalky at all. One thing I will say, at least with this shade, I don't know if maybe the darker shades don't have the same issue, but I did have to build this one up a bit on my cheeks to get it to show up because it's very sheer, but it did give me a beautiful wash of color and it's definitely one of the most blendable blushes I have ever tried. Oh, and I didn't mention the price of this one either. It's $6.03 on the site, and they're saying that at retail it would go for about $25. It's also made in Italy as well. And then last but not least, I got a lip product, and this is called the Future Lipstick Luxe Shine. They're saying the typical price would be about $30 at retail. It was $8.29 on the website. I got it in the shade Dusky Rose, which is really, really beautiful. It's kind of like a Your Lips But Better sort of color. And it says that it's a super deluxe high shine moisturizing lipstick that was created by our favorite elite Italian lab with precious oils and pH active pigments for extra long lasting color and amazing visual plumping. So this is just a beautiful formula. In a way, it reminds me a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Superstar lips that I love so much. It has that really cushiony, buttery feel. It's not sticky at all. It feels like a super moisturizing lip balm with tons of pigmentation and color, so it's sort of like a lipstick lip balm hybrid. It also has a really nice scent. It smells like a cookie or like a cupcake. It smells really good. It's a nice vanilla scent, which I love. And for a lip product that's this emollient, I was not expecting it to last a long time at all, but I found that it left a little bit of a stain behind, which definitely extended the wear. I want to say the shininess of it wore away after maybe like an hour or shorter if I was eating or drinking, but again, the color stuck around nicely, so I was definitely impressed with this one as well. Alright guys, so that's everything that I got from Beauty Pie this month. Like I said, I think I'm going to upgrade my subscription just so I can try more from the brand, because that's the one downside, is that you have that limit every month. And I think I definitely blew it buying the skincare. I probably could have gotten a lot more for my money if I had just stuck to makeup, but I love skincare and definitely wanted to try it for myself. So anyway, I'll go ahead and leave the website link down below, and I would love to know your thoughts on this, what you think of the monthly subscription idea, and what you think of the products, and whether or not you're planning to buy them, or if you're already a member. I would love to hear what your favorite products are and what I should try next. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button in the corner of your screen, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.